Ah, the soothing sounds of a moderately squashed Xbox dashboard because I have it set to widescreen, but Max Payne is not widescreen supports. So let's get this show, as they say, on the road. These grimacing Finnish people. And all of these weird developer logos. It is. It's that guy. Come on, loading screen. We're gonna play on Fugitive because I don't want to deal with harder difficulties. Even though you get like a weird bonus ending. It really doesn't mean anything. It's like a weird bonus room. I'm gonna move this microphone a little closer, I hope. Let's get a little more game audio, I think. Because there are no subtitles, because this is a 2001 video game. Ugh. Sometimes it does that. I don't really know why. Basically what I need to do is wait for this loading screen to finish. I can't fix that. I don't... I have like 5 pop filters on it, so... I'll try to do this, maybe. Now I have to talk louder. Mess with technical problems. Boop. Should be a black screen now. Gonna add in capture card. Back to, whoops, 65, 20, which for some reason makes this weird. So I do this again. Why not cooperating? Stretch the screen. There we go. Why that not? Oh no, now I can't make it the right aspect ratio for some reason. Why? Doesn't seem right. OBS. Do that. That's dumb. Maybe if I do. Nope.
Hello. How are things going in technical difficulty land?
So good.
So I wasn't going to jump in because I was eating and you were, futzing with things to try and get it all fixed. And I didn't want to throw in my audio as another thing you had to fix.
But it seems like I should fix the audio probably.
So the thing is that I was eating and I had clicked away from your stream while you were futzing with things. And I was like, I wonder how it's going over there. He's probably got it fixed by now, right? And I clicked over and the screen was like rotated 90 degrees. And Max Payne was just sideways, and I nearly choked on the burrito I was eating from laughing. So thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Have you got it?
That's closer. I've got all the audio stuff fixed. It's just, for some reason, the transform
isn't quite working the way you want it to.
Isn't quite working the way I want it to.
Yeah, no, I see that.
Let's try 1440. There we go. That's what I want. Okay.
Got it.
We're good. I
What
think
the hell?
we got it.
All right.
Max Payne.
Something
You
ugly.
need to
had
get
been
the
tattooed
highest
on the
quality
wall.
Max Payne
Map of
face
things to
you
come.
can.
It was a poison syringe, a magic tag full of diabolical.
So, funny thing,
Trying to
I
get
remember
down.
almost nothing about Max Payne 1.
And let's turn you down a little bit because you're super loud for some reason.
Hmm? Uh-oh.
You were very loud.
You are
It's
roboting a
fine.
lot.
Uh-oh. It's not on my end.
Ooh.
I blame you.
I don't blame me.
Let's put a small gain on me. Like that? Yeah. Whoops, that's way too much.
Did you fix it?
I think so.
See, I feel like something's still
Yeah.
wrong because he's not answering me.
I'm talking.
See, I'm not hearing you is the problem. I heard you there.
Ah,
Like, I heard that, but whenever I was just like, oh, you were just silent. This is the problem. I don't think all of your audio is coming through.
I don't know.
Yeah, like right there. Did
Telephone's
you say
ringing.
something?
Yeah.
Because I didn't hear it. I just heard you go, I, and then nothing.
Listen, someone's broken into my house. Call
Yeah,
911.
no, this is still totally fucked.
Payne residence.
Yes, someone's broken into my
Okay,
house.
wait. Actually, I think I know what's going wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid I cannot help.
I think this is a Discord issue.
Yeah, I kind of figured that. So what was the Discord issue?
Testing. So I lowered the gain on my mic in like the mic settings, but not in Discord. So the input sensitivity was super off.
Ah, that makes sense. I can actually hear you now, so that's good.
Yay!
I do have you cranked to 200% volume and you're still kind of quiet, but, you know, whatever.
Let's try giving me a little bit more mic gain through Windows, because people were saying like, "Oh, it's super fuzzy," which like my microphone is old.
Yeah.
Let's try that, which means I have to mess with a bunch of audio settings now.
Trust me, this is probably the best stream he's gonna do.
Oh yeah. Like, no doubt about it.
Also, does Max Payne 1 not have subtitles?
It does not.
That's a problem.
It's got subtitles in the
Well, yeah, in the, like, comic ones.
yeah.
There's literally text on screen and speech bubbles you can read.
Which is important.
No, please, God, no.
Also, excuse me. I did the tutorials, and it was not inverted to make sure this worked, and now it's inverted.
No, God, no, please, Michelle. Oh, baby.
See, I think
That lady's super dead.
the way this works is that, like, professionals, they figure this stuff out before they start the stream officially.
I mean, generally. But I'm not getting paid for this.
That's
I'm not a
true.
professional.
That lady is dead.
Sam Lake is upset.
That was 3 years ago.
When is Sam Lake not kind of upset?
Killer junkies had been high on a previously
When he's on talk
unidentified
shows?
drug, Val Kier.
Hanging out with
Yeah.
Alan Wake?
After the funeral,
Pretty
I told
much.
Alex I'd be transferring to the DEA. It took us 3 long years to get a break in the Val Kier case. Then, finally, 2 months ago, a dime dropper tipped us off that Jack Lupino, a mob boss in the Punchinello crime family, was
I
trying
really like the dumb, just like, yep, it's just a picture of Sam Lake.
the family in New York.
Just a bunch of Photoshop filters on it. feel like the actual answer that would fix a lot of my problems is I need to get that, if I can
I've been slowly working my way from small-time...
figure this out, you know, midstream, but,
Alex and BB were my only
yeah, I don't think it's
contacts
gonna
in the
happen.
The only ones in this decrepit city who knew I was down here.
BB here. Something urgent has come up with Jack Lupino. You need to meet with Alex immediately.
So I think they just do push to
I
talk.
had a face-to-face with Alex since I'd gone undercover. Outside, the mercury was falling fast. It was cold in the devil's heart, raining ice pitchforks as if the
But I need like an auto gate, so that way it can know when I'm not talking and just cut.
It didn't get any better when I got to the subway. The feeling hit me like a point-blank shot straight in the face. Something was not right about this. My Beretta
Something was not
slammed
right
on
about
my
this.
coat.
I
The train
don't
doors
I know it,
slowly
Max
shut
Payne.
behind me, and I was in for the ride.
Side note, I think my favorite part in all of Alan Wake, jumping ahead in the Remedy games here, favorite
Yeah.
part in all of Alan Wake is when you're talking to that one cop lady, and she's like, "Oh yeah, no, you're a pretty good writer. Maybe a little bit heavy on the similes though." And he's just like, "Oh, no one's ever said that." And the thing is, I honestly can't tell if he's serious. Because come on, Alan Wake.
Dead cops.
Death was in the air at Roscoe Street. I'd have to find Alex fast.
Man, yeah, I barely remember this.
I vaguely so I've played the beginning of this game.
Pills would hold the
Here's
pain
my
back
question.
for a while.
Have you played the beginning of this
Yep.
game up to that first dumb nightmare sequence?
Yes.
Great, you've played as much of Max Payne 1 as I have. Max Payne 2, though, that game's great.
I'm excited to get there.
Yeah,
'cause
like
that game seems...
I'm excited to see this game through.
Oops. Shoot dodged into a
More
mailbox.
bullet time.
I'm working on
Always
it.
be, man, it's so good. Thanks, The Matrix.
Pretty much.
Look, a lot of
What?
things in The Matrix were bad, but it gave us sick bullet time and everything, and come on, it's great.
It's pretty good.
Although it's always really funny when you mess up your dumb bullet time and just, like, land on the ground and then get shot by, like, 6 guys, because you're just laying on the ground like a chump. That happened to me maybe a few times in Max Payne 2.
Got this pump action shotgun.
A thing that I always forget in Max Payne is exactly how fragile you are.
Yes, you are. Max Payne is not a very tough man.
That's why I need so many painkillers.
Yes. That's why there are so many painkillers out and about in the world. You know what I'm
I
saying?
know what you're saying. I get the joke. It's a bad joke, but I get it.
I'll accept that. Oh yeah, so
Hmm.
how about some Kong whiskey that makes you go ape? I was gonna stream the PC version of this game.
Oh.
'cause
Which
that
version
seemed
are you
like the
streaming?
thing to do. This is the Xbox version.
Alex had ended up in the middle of
So
a
what happened with
big-time
PC?
crime operation.
So, first of all,
Uh-huh.
old PC games are a nightmare.
They kind of are, that's true. I seem to recall having a lot of problems
Um,
the last time I tried to play Max Payne 2 as well, although it did work better than some other PC games I've tried.
A massacre. These armed thugs just appeared from nowhere. We need to get help. I can make the
But
call
yes,
from the
continue.
control room 1 floor up. Can you take me there?
Sure.
So I tried to launch it on Steam, and I hit the play button, and it showed up, and was like, "Okay, you're playing Max Payne," but like nothing happened
Uh-huh.
ever. So I was like, "Well, that's weird." So I went, digging in the PC files, and I was like, "Well, here's the executable. I'm just gonna launch it this way,"
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to get it back on. to
and
get the
that
train
worked.
moving.
It worked for a little while. and I played the tutorial thing because there's a weird tutorial level, and I was like, let's check this out, and it worked, and it was like, all right, we'll do it this way, and I quit out, and I went back to Steam, and was like, hey, you're still playing Max Payne. It's like, no, I'm not, and it would not stop telling me that I was playing Max Payne.
You were never not playing Max Payne.
So I was just like, ugh.
This way.
What the hell?
Well, that guy did not last that cutscene. And basically the lesson is, you would think, like, because, like, published by Rockstar. You know?
Mm-hmm.
You'd think they would have some more money to dump into their PC version of Max Payne. Well, that didn't... I shoot dodge poorly, make me mad.
I mean, PC ports, you know, this is from an era, and even today we're still kind of in the era where it is okay to just have a shit PC port.
But, like, this is the port. Max Payne was originally a PC-only game. The Xbox and PS2 versions came, like, a year later.
Oh, I didn't actually know that.
Like, it's very bizarre that apparently the Max Payne... It's like I was in charge of the Max Payne PC ports. Heyo.
Should have just hit the port button. Flip the port switch. Are you lost?
Train lit up like a Christmas tree.
No.
Okay.
Power was back on.
I'm just bumping into things, because Max Payne moves a little weird.
Yeah, no, that's understandable. Man, the shotgun in Max Payne is great. You have to admit
It's
that
pretty
at
good.
least, right?
I do.
As much as you hate video game shotguns, the shotgun in Max Payne, fucking incredible. And again, most of the guns in Max Payne, real good.
Yeah, it's almost like the Remedy people know how to make one of these shooty video games.
It's a shame about Alan Wake.
We'll get there.
Again, I like most of that game. Just not
Now I'm
not
lost.
the gameplay part.
Oh, there we go. You did not mean to skip that cutscene, but whatever. Now I'm here. Wait, did that... Oh, wait, okay. I think I see what I need to do. Maybe. Do I need to go out this door? Yes. Get out of here. Pump action shotgun, ammo. And that was apparently chapter 1 of Max Payne.
That did not take long.
It's not.
How?
But we're still in part 1.
Well,
so
that's fair.
Rusty door led
How
to an
long
abandoned part
is
of the
Max
station
Payne?
Closed off since the early 40s.
I don't know.
Something
I did
big
not
was
look this
going
up
down
on how
Roscoe
long to be.
Street. Maybe that's why Alex had wanted to meet me here. Maybe not.
Live from the crime scene is a real good
One way
name
or
for a
the other.
chapter.
I was gonna find out.
Unsurprisingly, the writing in Max Payne, pretty alright.
It's almost like those Remedy people are like really good
They're
writers.
fantastic
Sam-
writers.
It's almost like Sam Lake's a really good writer.
Some of my very favorite writing in all the video games. Those people are very good at what they do. And by those people, I mostly just mean Sam Lake. But, you know, other people help.
Yeah. I met a writer from Remedy once. He was a very nice person. It was not Sam Lake, unfortunately. I think it was one of the writers on Alan Wake, though.
See, I want the story of I met a writer from Remedy and they put out a slit cigarette in my eye or something like that. the
I was like,
opposite
thank you,
story.
sir.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like the story of, oh, I met this guy who did this really cool thing, and he just fought, like, I met Sam Lake, and he stabbed me and left me in an alley to bleed out. That kind of story.
Okay. I need to use one of these painkillers.
I asked Sam Lake to autograph my copy of Max Payne, and I woke up missing a kidney.
Also, I feel like because I have streamed this game before,
Mhm.
but the PS2 version, I believe.
Don't actually remember that, but I will take your word for it.
This was like during Extra Life one year. This might have been a pre-GBP4A experience.
Possible.
Or no, it wasn't, because Rob kept making fun of me, so it wouldn't have been. I was during when you had the no internet.
Ah, that would explain it.
Because Rob made fun of me because I played Max Payne badly. And he was like, oh, you're shoot dodging too much. Just hit the button that triggers the bullet time without dodging. And it's like, that's not fun, though.
It is, though.
The door
'Cause
is
you
well
do it,
shut
and then you
in.
aim, and then
The
you
bomb was
shoot.
missing a detonator.
But you're not, like, diving.
Yeah, you save that for when you need the dive.
But it's so much more fun to just be like, wee!
No, like, it's fun, don't get me wrong. And I use it more than almost anything else because it's free. Because the diving slow-mo is free, unlike the fucking auto-triggered...
Standing
Yeah,
slow-mo.
at least I'm pretty sure that's how
Oh,
it
I'm
works, right?
so dead. I don't think so.
I
think
was pretty
everything
sure that in...
uses-
maybe it's different in Max Payne 2 or something, but I seem
be
to
different in Max
remember
Payne
that
2.
the diving was essentially free slow-mo. Maybe it is just reduced
No.
cost slow motion. Ah, you
Maybe.
dove into a lot of bullets.
It did. We're just gonna be like, hello, sir.
How are you alive?
I don't really know. Can I, yeah, we're just gonna quick save.
That said, this would be
the
probably
other-
a good time for the just slow-mo button. Because you could just hit it, and then
Really-
walk into the doorway and shoot a guy, and then get out. Or you could just do that.
The bank robber's score lay on the table.
Who am I to question a master like yourself?
The best Max Payne player. There we go.
The bank robbers have been after Acer Corporation bonds. The Acer success story. had
Although the
recently
part
been
where
on
you were
every
just
channel, been on
chugging
the cover
bottles of
every
painkillers
magazine.
for whatever reason does kind of make me want to play Left 4 Dead.
The bank robbers had left their tools on the table. Judging by the detonators, the crooks had bought enough explosives to send Lady Liberty into orbit.
Hey, I got those detonators. So now we can go back to the start of this area and be like, hey. Also, secondarily, I'm going to comment that I don't know what the reload button is, so I'm just kind of running around. Oh,
Mash
hello,
different
sir.
buttons until something puts bullets back in your gun.
Oh, don't throw grenades at me, dick. This door. Ugh. Scooting back in my chair like a professional.
Hold it. Max, Jesus, you almost gave me a heart attack.
This guy's my friend.
Alex, am I glad to see you.
What the hell's going on? There are more corpses here than at the city morgue.
It's an armed robbery, a tunnel job straight to the Roscoe Bank vault through the old station wall. Is this why? This is Lupino's gig?
This is Lupino's doing? Lupino's men? Really?
Oh no!
Take a place. Can you get through?
No, it's locked. We gotta get out of here. If it's Lupino, it's...
Ah, crap.
Alex? Alex!
There was nothing I could do. He was dead. I could tell by the empty, accusing stare of his eyes.
I love this game's writing so much. I could tell he was dead by the empty, accusing stare of his eyes is a really good line. Because he also just had a bunch of blood laying on the ground next to him.
Yeah,
I
but
feel
it was
like
the
that would have been a
eyes.
better indication. Yeah. Ow, ow, ow.
I really appreciate Max Payne's writing.
Ah, crap.
That he cannot speak in anything other than haunting monologue. Ah, you know what? Props for the fast load times.
Yeah. If I recall correctly, the PS2 version has some issues on that front, which is why we're playing the Xbox version. Or we would have been playing the PC version, which would, you know, doubly not have that issue, but PC games.
PC games can be a problem. It's unfortunate.
But we're gonna... I have, like, so much Beretta ammo, and I feel like that may help me than more in these situations than the slow firing rate of the shotgun.
Yeah, no, makes sense. You've also got like a Desert Eagle, so
I do have a Desert Eagle.
never be afraid to always use the Desert Eagle.
Because your gun has replica written on the side of it. And my gun is Desert Eagle .50
Kept me
written on
relatively
the side
sane
of
for the
it.
past 3 years. Now I didn't know how I felt. Somehow he had stumbled upon something.
Did you just
big
run
that
past
was
like a cabinet full of painkillers?
God, I hope not.
Because I'm pretty sure it was run right next to that exit controls thing. Looked like there was just a
Oh,
big
well.
first aid cabinet, and then you hit the switch and then ran away.
It'll be fine. I'm good at video games.
Oh yeah.
I'm playing on the easy difficulty.
Killings from a sleazy hotel in a slum block of tenements.
Ah, we will see how it goes.
Closing in, I could hear the sirens. Their wail was a crescendo. Lupino thought he could get us by taking Alex out and leaving me to take the fall for it. All he'd gotten was my attention. I went for the hotel first. It was a sad old thing with flickering lamps and faded colors, cheap mobster punks and tired-eyed prostitutes.
How exactly is a mobster punk cheap?
Like I've done 100 times before. The place was run by a couple of murdering mobsters with shark smiles. The Finito brothers.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the pain in the butt.
I mean, I'm assuming it just means cheap, as in they don't like to spend their money.
You make that of yourselves, or you get some wine out downstairs and come up with it.
Like, you know, punks who are also mobsters, who are also cheap.
Don't answer that. A rhetorical question. I got something for the boss. We'll be all around.
Oh, look at this goofy picture of Sam Lake. And also these other Finnish people. Just pictures. Huh?
Lupino wasn't in his cheap hotel. Instead, I ran into the Finito brothers. My cover had been blown. The door slammed shut behind me. And then I was dodging bullets like raindrops.
Pain in the butt. Ah, pain to the max. Young squad kid. Got a ticket to Marble City for you.
Oh. Oh no, this may be an issue.
Aw, man. Please tell me you're starting off with like 0 health right in front of 2 guys immediately shooting you.
I don't know what you're talking about. That's definitely not what is repeatedly happening here.
Oh, this is gonna be amazing. The auto-saving wasn't even off the screen before you died.
There we go. I'm super good at Max Payne.
A letter on the desk caught my eye.
It just took a couple tries.
Keep dodging.
Everything all right? Bosses, Joel, Virgilia, you all right, man?
I'd met Lupino only once.
Oh, that guy died right.
Through his right-hand man, Vinny Gagmetti. Gagmetti was a high-strung whiner on the verge of breaking apart, like an overramped.
I appreciate a mobster who keeps painkillers in his vaults with all of his money.
Yeah.
Always falling
Yeah,
short.
I mean, that's what I would do if I had a big vault. I'd be like, oh, I'll check out all my money. All this money is giving me a headache. Gulp.
Jack's exact words. Quote, Vinny, you're in charge of this one. Unquote. Rico Muerte's coming to see it through.
Rico Muerte is a good name.
I mean, also, so were the Finito brothers.
Treat this guy real good.
Yes.
Anything he wants, you give him. Don't screw this up for your finito, finitos.
A V deal meant added security, locked doors, and lots of nervous thugs with itchy trigger
Rico
fingers.
Muerte
I'd
sounds
seen
like
what
someone who
they
should have
coming
been in the
but
final
hadn't
season of
been
Lucha
there.
Underground.
Rico Muerte was a regular Kaiser Soze, a spook story told to keep the apes in line.
Oh, that reference hasn't aged very well.
Finitos had scribbled Muerte's room number on the notes margin.
No.
About how Rico Muerte is a regular Kaiser Soze. Also, I feel like that when did wasn't The Usual Suspects like a 2000 movie?
Was it? Huh. I thought it was honestly
Or was it-
earlier than that, but let me see.
Or it might have been late 90s.
I feel
If
like
it's
that
like
was
97
90s.
or 96, like it would make more sense.
95.
Okay, wow, I was way
I was gonna
off.
say, I felt like that was an older movie.
I legit thought it was way more recent than that.
Yeah, something's wrong with the bosses. Hey,
Oh, shit.
I mean, also, I'm just saying, you know, those charges were dropped after all of the evidence went missing. Do you remember that?
I do.
Where the prosecutor was just like, yeah, so remember that phone with all the stuff on it? No one can find it. Also, we may have deleted a bunch of stuff off of it before we submitted this evidence in the first place. And also now it's gone. So we're just gonna quietly drop these charges and pretend this never happened. And then everyone went home. It was like it never happened, TFP.
I don't think that's really how that
Pretty
works.
sure that's how that
but,
works.
Any painkillers in this love hotel?
Not enough.
Sexy lady posters.
Previously on Lords and Ladies. Lady Amelia.
hey,
Also,
Thank you, Lawrence.
my lady.
oops, I hear someone. Okay, hold on.
Episode of Lords and Ladies brought to you in
We gotta watch
part by
Lords and
Acer
Ladies.
Corporation.
My lady.
My lord?
My lady, there is a matter of great importance I must bring to your attention.
My lord, there is?
Indeed, my lady, there is indeed. From the very first moment we met, upon that distant forest path, there has been sunlight in the autumn leaves blazing like the colors of your hair.
Oh, my lord, you should not speak so.
But, my lady, I must.
My lord, no! I forbid you. This cannot be. This must not be.
But why, my love, why?
My lord, it is too dreadful. Do not force me to speak the words.
My lady, I beg of you, I must know. I would rather die than not know.
Yes, my lord, we should both be dead, for this shame is too great for the living. My lord, I am your long-lost sister.
Oh, I love the dumb TV things in Remedy games.
V Dead junkies could go off without a warning. I had to be careful.
And died in a funny way.
There he is!
Shit. Oh, hello. Oh, that was a good dodge in the wrong direction. Anything fun on this TV? Nope. Yeah, I know there was nothing fun on that TV because I tried to use it and it exploded.
Explosions are fun,
But not what I was looking for.
I guess.
Oops, no, not that one. This one. I was hoping for another episode of Lords and Ladies.
Gonna be honest, this is a depressingly unsexy sex hotel.
I feel like all sex hotels are...
What about the cool one
Depressing.
from Persona 4 and Persona 3? It's got
It's
rotating
only
beds.
in Persona 3.
Huh?
Oh no, it is
Yeah,
in
you
Persona
go there,
4, right.
you just don't see the inside.
Yeah.
Because for some reason, people who made that game were a bunch of cowards who won't let you bang the teacher.
Whoops.
Cowards.
Look at that sad picture of Sam Lake and then this angry picture of Sam Lake.
Alex Balder. Man, the writing in this
That
was
was the-
super on the nose.
What are you talking about? I don't...
You mean Agent
Balder and
Agent Balder, who was
Acer.
investigating the Acer Corporation, which may or may not have
Yeah,
something to do with the drug Valkyr.
Yeah, I don't get what you're talking
And
about
you're dealing
on the
with
nose
Lupino
thing.
and the Finito brothers, Enrico Muerte. I mean, to be fair, your main character's name is Max Payne. Subtlety is not really a thing. What's his name in the Alan Wake universe? What are the names of the books again?
Oh,
They're not Max Payne, it's something else.
They're not. It's... I know the book is called The Sudden Stop. I don't remember the name of the detective in it.
Yeah.
But the pages you find are narrated by James McCaffrey, which is great.
God damn it, I did not want the Alan Wake novelization.
There is totally a novelization of The Sudden Stop, though.
Oh.
Like, someone made that into a real book, which was kind of great.
That's cool.
Ow!
I found Muerte's room.
Whoop.
Muerte had received
Alex
a letter.
Casey.
Right.
So, is it just a rights thing where they couldn't just call
Our
him
investigation
Max
turned up
Payne?
nothing to link Angelo Punchinello
I think so.
and the Punchinello family to Valkyr. All tracks had ended with Jack Lupino. The letter in Muerte's room was signed by the Don himself. It was the first hint that the Kingpin knew what was brewing inside his syndicate.
The trouble you got into after the Chicago screw-up. The Punchinello family bailed you out. You have been waiting for a chance to pay us back. One of our trusted boys has a monkey the size of King Kong on his back. We need your special skills for backup on a major deal.
Collecting evidence had gotten old, a few hundred bullets back. I was already so far.
That said, I do like the idea that the story the story that Max Payne would die in is called The Sudden Stop, considering that the second game was The Fall of Max Payne.
I didn't put that together
Yeah,
until you
it's
said
not
that.
the fall that gets you, it's the sudden stop.
It's the sudden stop at the end, yeah. Boom.
Good writing.
away. Really? You make me shoot out the entire door? Thank you, video game. Oh yeah, I think I remember this from... Because when I streamed it during Extra Life, I turned on the God Mode sheet, and it stops fall damage, so you can totally, like, walk around the streets of New York. It's very weird.
Weird. I didn't want to know what had happened here. It was not a pretty sight.
Oh no.
It's not a...
Because I accidentally searched for Alan Wake books, it is now giving me people also search for, and here's like an Assassin's Creed novel, and then a Mass Effect novel, and then a Doom novel.
Rip and tear!
It's called Infernal Sky.
Rip and tear, though. It's where that comes from, is the Max Payne, the Doom books.
I thought it came from the Doom comic.
Might have been
I feel like it was the comic.
It came from something.
Well, obviously. It didn't just spawn out of the ether.
There's some really good frame rate on that in a way that I was not expecting.
The official Elder Scrolls cookbook. Fallout, the Vault Dweller's official cookbook. Amazon, your book recommendations are terrible.
Man.
What?
Your diary on the table.
What unfitting video game cookbook
Read what made a vice cop blush.
do you want?
Like if I could have a cookbook from any video game, what would be like the least appetizing is what you're asking?
What would be the just like the weirdest and like
Pokemon.
and I guess like
She had a nice sideline, making secret X-rated flicks of her
Think about it.
thoughts and
Yeah.
eyes.
Because like people eat Pokemon, that's a thing.
yeah.
So it's just a
Magic
book of how to
Arts are-
prepare and fucking gut your Pokemon to prepare them to eat. It'd be terrible. You couldn't sell that book. I don't know, what would be your bad video game cookbook?
I don't know, like I think the Doom cookbook would be kind of funny.
Here's a Star
Running
Wars
back, like-
Galaxy's Edge, the official Black Spire Outpost cookbook.
The Silent Hill cookbook.
Supernatural,
probably not
the official
what I'm looking
cookbook.
for.
A Song of Ice and Fire cook. Overwatch, the official cookbook.
What? There's food and people in Overwatch eat.
World of Warcraft, the official cookbook.
That I've
Yeah,
seen.
Firefly, the big damn cookbook.
Sure. Whatever.
An Unexpected Cookbook, the unofficial book of Hobbit cookery. The Minecrafter's Cookbook. Hearthstone,
Man.
Innkeeper's Tavern Cookbook.
The old service elevator.
Okay, first of all, I don't see how that's different from the World of Warcraft
Shut up.
cookbook. Second of all, I remember a couple years ago I was at like Books A Million and they had like a Minecraft Bible. And it was like they would tell Bible stories, but as like Minecraft
Oh,
comics.
that's so
They had
much
little
worse than I
Minecraft
thought.
skins. It was hilarious.
When you said Minecraft Bible, I was really hoping you meant just a book that told you everything about Minecraft. Yeah, no. Uh-huh. There's a
That's
super
not what I'm
creepy
talking
store
about.
here in town that I didn't realize was there that I walked into once looking for a different bookstore. But it's just...
I remember this.
Yeah, it's just everything in there is hyper-Christian themed. And it's just like random stuff, but there's just like an entire back like section of the store that is nothing but various crosses. That store weirds me the fuck out, man. The Walking Dead official cookbook and survival guide.
case.
Okay, never mind.
More where that come from.
That said
What did you think
It
that-
said it's a Roblox coding book, but I thought it was a Roblox cookbook, and I was about to say, what the fuck is this?
People still play Roblox?
I don't know. Adventure Time cookbook, Doctor Who cookbook. The Necronomicon
That's
cookbook
good.
of the dead. It's
I
not
don't-
good.
That's great. I don't care what you say.
The one with all the recipes, an unofficial cookbook for fans of Friends. Shire cookbook.
Exhibit number 1, a newspaper.
Exclusive Harry Potter cookbook. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Complete Official Guide Expanded Edition, which I don't know why that's on this list. Maybe it has book section. Minecraft guy.
Captain Baseball Bat Boy.
Yeah, that guy. Love that guy.
The murder weapon was a baseball bat, now lying in a pool of drying blood next to a
Downton Abbey cookbook.
Captain Baseball Bat Boy comic strip.
Is Downton Abbey cookbook not just like fucking
Man, I don't know.
just like Regency Britain?
The official Downton Abbey cocktail book, which is a different book. You got multiple books out of that.
Ow.
I think they've run out of video game cookbooks now. I'm just hitting other random stuff.
Dang.
It's very unfortunate.
On the other hand,
Uh-huh.
you know, it'd be a really good video game cookbook. Final Fantasy 15 cookbook.
Yeah.
Amen.
Alternately, like the Yakuza cookbook.
Monster Hunter cookbook.
Down as a narcotics arrest.
Yeah. Tips from the Meow Skiller chef.
The Overwatch cookbook features international food and drink recipes from each hero's homeland.
That's not
There was a key on the table.
what I was
It's
expecting.
based on Blizzard Entertainment's global phenomenon Overwatch.
Global,
It's
you said.
packed with scores of authentic recipes inspired by the game's diverse heroes hailing from all corners of the universe.
Global.
Yeah.
Sorry, is the phone number for this strip club 555 pussy?
They want you to know what you're calling. It's like there's no mistaking why you can't just go, oh, wrong number. It's like, no, come on. Dude, come on. You know why you
I
called.
thought this was like a cat adoption agency.
I mean, you know, fair.
A kung fu fighting video game. This is not what I pictured Rico Muerte looking like.
Rico Muerte, big time hustler.
Who the hell? It's that cop.
Muerte went for his gun.
Jesus, lady. Anything over here? If I'm full on painkillers, I'm just gonna use a painkiller.
Yeah. Can't hurt.
Yeah. Just killed Rico Muerte.
Guy was not as threatening as he seemed. Also, you were right. He looked like a total chump. He's just a dude.
The name like Rico Muerte, I was picturing.
It also didn't help
like,
that he had his pants around his ankles.
Yeah, well, you know.
Like, if I ran into the next room and a guy had just tried to, like, bust in and kill me, and I could hear the gunfire in the next room over, I would probably stop to pull my pants up. And then, you know, then aim the gun at the door. But while I can hear the gunfire still happening next door, I'm going to take the time to pull my pants up. I'm not just going to stand there with them around my ankles.
The antique switchboard was still in use.
Rico Muerte made some critical errors in judgment.
There was an old telephone switchboard in the back room of the reception area.
I was picturing like the not the main villain, but like one of the side villains from that last season of Veronica Mars.
You talk about Veronica Mars all the time. What is Veronica
I do,
Mars?
It's good. It's a TV show.
I feel like I ask you this every time Veronica Mars comes up. I'm like, what is it? I don't... Like, for some reason I thought Veronica Mars was like one of those random Nickelodeon shows.
No, it was a CW/UPN show. That is like a weird, like film noir-esque thing, except like in a high school, but still with murder.
Huh.
Veronica Mars is like the daughter of a private detective in a fictional town in California. And all kinds of wacky nonsense ensues.
I'm assuming by wacky nonsense you mean murder.
I mean murder and like an alarming amount of sex for high school students.
Well, it's high school.
Yeah.
Look, everything I've ever seen or experienced involving high school, outside of actual high school, tells me that it's nothing but sex and murder all the time.
I've mentioned my weird high school sex story, right?
I don't remember it.
When I was in high school, there was some announcement that was made about just in the middle of the day, which was really random, because normally, you know, school announcements happen at the end or the start of the day. There was an announcement that was like, the bathrooms on the second floor are closed for the foreseeable future because 2 students broke one of the toilets having sex.
Was that mentioned in the announcement?
Yes.
I feel like the announcement probably should have been like, hey, bathrooms are out of order.
Probably,
don't
but
mention
that wasn't...
why. Did they name drop the students?
No.
Okay. They weren't like, so-and-so got some action.
They were not. My cat's trying to get in my room
It's
again.
always doing that.
She always wants in. She
Let her
wants to
stay.
watch some Max Payne.
Let her in.
No, my cat is not the Fiend.
Yeah, she'd have a better performance at Hell in a Cell.
Boom! Did you see the dumb picture from Blood Money Show number 15 or whatever?
I mean, which dumb picture?
One about how they're doing another Seth Rollins versus The Fiend, and
Oh,
then one
the
of
thing
the
that cannot be
stipulations on it
stopped
is...
for any reason?
Yes.
The one that looks like a fucking joke?
Yes.
I got to see Lupino's hangout all lit up. A bomb went off, turning snow into liquid gold. A pillar of fire lifted the remains of the car straight up into the air. The flames were highlighted.
Cat has gotten into my room. Now I'm staring at it.
Real slow, as if the driver didn't have a worry in the world. I got a good look at the man riding shotgun. It was Vladimir, the head of the local Russian mob. If fly in Don Punchinello's
Oh,
suit.
Vladimir's here.
Oh, I love that guy.
The ringing in my ears was the sound of a mob war being waged.
Who doesn't love Vladimir?
No, I'm sorry. I'm laughing at the Russian fucking license plate being vodka. Oh, kitty.
Zangief is driving that car.
Vodka Drunkinski over here.
Another bomb exploded inside the closest slum building. It was a lucky break. The goons inside were spooked, but luck always came with a price tag. More bombs could still be ticking inside, and the cops would already be on their way. Jack Lupino's suite was on the top floor. At least it used to be, before the explosive makeover.
Alright, 1 second. Because there's a kitty. I gotta go take care of the kitty. Okay. Cat has been pet. And removed from room. Earbuds are back in. Let's go. Do you like excellent general adult videos make me mad?
I don't know how's excellent spelled.
Xlent.
See, there we go. Yeah, no, that's fine. If it was spelled any differently, I wouldn't be okay with it.
The headlines were a depressing read. The headlines were screaming bloody murder. The storm was a screaming duet with the approaching prowl car sirens. It was all a scream when you were down for the count and wanted for murder.
Whoop, hello. There's a lot of dudes in this weird little hovel. I thought that was a lock that I could shoot out, but it was not. Appreciate that Chapter 5 is called Let the Gun Do the Talking. Why is my mic so loud? Hold on. That's better.
The whole building was rigged with explosives.
Whoops.
The whole building was rigged with explosives.
Oh, I see what I'm messing up here.
The whole building was rigged with explosives.
Really? Come on. There we go. That took entirely too long for me to figure out.
Think I'm dead?
Get out of here. Whoa.
How long do you think it's going to be before we get another roadie game with bullet time?
It could have been just a junkie in need of a fix, but it turned out to be something more sinister.
I mean,
Who wants to know?
Quantum Break kind of had bullet time.
True.
Tell me
And that game did terrible, so they'll probably never do it again.
How? And what's it to you?
Quantum Break killed bullet time.
That is patently untrue.
The cops arrived. Sirens.
You know what game had bullet time that was really good, and then the sequel didn't have bullet time?
Minutes while
The
SWAT
Matrix?
team would go through their
Watch.
usual routine. By the time
No,
they
the Watch Dogs.
needed to be long gone.
Speaking of super on-the-nose names for this whole dumb Norse thing they've got going on here, Alfred Woden.
Look, man.
Doesn't he also have an eye patch?
I think so.
Yeah. Just saying.
And isn't he like part of some kind of secret society or
May
something?
or may not be the
Am I
head of the evil
crazy.
secret society.
Someone had left a letter on the counter.
Or, you know, just a secret society. There's nothing saying they have to be evil.
Suddenly it all made
That's
sense.
true.
The bombs, the Russian mob
Could be
boss
like
making an
the
appearance in
stonecutters
person.
from The Simpsons,
Gugneedy
just kind
was his
of
usual self.
comically
all talk
inept.
and no walk.
Yeah.
After I hit, the Russian has only a couple of guns left, and they can be bought. There's no
How's it going, Graf?
freaking way he has the guts
Going
to try
alright.
anything after that.
As it turned out, the Russian had plenty of guts. One thing he could count on, you push a man too far and sooner or later he'd start pushing back.
Really does not feel like I've been playing Max Payne for an hour,
There's a
to
key
be
on the
super
shelf.
honest.
It's a fun game. It's amazing how
Yeah.
fast time flies when you were having the fun.
It's true. I'm gonna be honest, I theoretically played this section of Max Payne 1, but I do not remember it. I think they'd make me backtrack that far. It's probably a dangerous assumption to make, but, you know.
Did the console version of this
Maybe
game
this-
have a like different difficulty? Because I remember the PC version being pretty hard.
I'm playing on the easiest difficulty,
okay.
but I know this easy difficulty was in the PC version.
Gotcha.
So. I know because I tried to play it earlier.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was just asking because I wasn't sure if like the control scheme would make it more difficult on consoles or not due to the aiming and all of that.
There's some aggressive auto aim, which I appreciate. But yeah. So this isn't like Alan Wake, which Matt, you played Alan Wake on the PC,
Yeah.
right? What difficulty did you play it on?
I think just standard, normal.
So that's actually hard.
Oh.
Whoops.
Probably explains a thing or two about why I really wasn't a huge fan of the gameplay in some places.
Because so did you play with a controller, I assume, or mouse and keyboard?
I believe it was controller.
So basically, for the PC port of Max Payne,
Alan Wake.
for the PC port of Alan Wake, they They shifted all the difficulties up one level.
Because they thought it'd be so easy with the mouse and keyboard, I'm assuming.
Yes.
And then it was like, oh, people are playing with the controller. Whoops.
Pretty much.
Man, that was a terrible idea.
That didn't work. That didn't work either. So I just need to, like... just gonna quick save and try this again. Whoops, nope. Yeah, there we go. I did it. I shoot dodged over a gap.
Yeah.
Like a professional. Why is everything exploding? It's uncool.
The bombs had destroyed all the stairs up to Lupino's office. The alternate route led there by way of adjoining rooftops.
It's never been this cold. Never ever. It's like the sky's falling.
Yes, sir. It's the end of the world as we know it.
And I don't feel fine. I don't feel anything. Not a thing.
That was an amusing conversation between two hobos
To get to the roof, I'd need to
about
get to
how it's the end of the
elevator
world
through
as we
locked
know
door
it,
up ahead.
and I don't feel so fine. I don't feel anything.
Pizza delivery.
Never seen you before. Buzz off, Joker.
Lame. Is this... where did I come from? That's probably... this way is where I came from. Again, theoretically I got past this section, but I do not remember it. Oops. Did not mean to shoot the hobos.
Well, you believe too much Condemned.
Probably.
Just saw them respond on instinct.
He did.
Before long, you'll also be trying to use your magical voice powers to blast people away and blow up their heads.
I would, but I don't have those buttons on this controller.
God, what the fuck happened with Condemned?
That's a great question. I was reading a thing, it was like, apparently the developers were not super psyched about Condemned 2 because they had to put money into the multiplayer, and they were like, why?
You're no good to me then.
What? No, no, no. Don't
And any potential Condemned 3 would probably ignore Condemned 2.
But how could you ignore Condemned 2 with that plot hook that the president was one of the fucking Oro? How could you possibly ignore that?
You said it 4 years later, so it's not an issue anymore.
Aww.
Look at me, I'm a writer.
But what if all of the presidents are secretly metal?
then I have some very important questions about, you know, other things.
Well, if all the presidents are middle and evil, that explains the CIA.
Exactly.
It's me. Open up. Let me in
I
quick.
didn't listen to the whole show, but there was something about the CIA's mind control programs on the radio today.
Okay, John.
Oh, those are always fun.
All right. Come right in.
I heard a thing about that on the radio also recently. It was very weird.
Someone's got a book out. I'm not sure if they were about the same thing or not.
I probably, because it was also someone like trying to do a book tour, and it was like CIA's mind control programs. What if we gave people a whole lot of drugs?
Yeah.
Turns out it doesn't work.
And the guy who was doing the mind control program was also in charge of like making poisons for when they wanted to kill people, like Castro.
Yeah, which was surprisingly ineffective.
Yep. Control, apparently.
Do you think those guys were just like, if we win, like if we do it, if we actually kill them, we're out of a job? So let's keep failing, but like going like, oh, but we almost got him. Just give us like another year and a whole lot more money, and we'll get him this next time. Don't worry, boss.
I mean, I don't know, but I assume they were doing it in earnest. I mean, if you want to scam the government, I feel like there's easier ways, but what do I know?
But on the other hand, are you going to call out the job performance of the guys who are in charge of poisoning people and making it look like an accident?
Also, apparently, like, top-level people in the CIA didn't even know this guy existed, so...
Among the list of casualties so far are notorious mafia members Joey and Virgilio Finito, as well as Rico Muerte.
It's questionable who could fire him in the first place.
For several murders in the Chicago area. The NYPD has been placed on full alert. A citywide APB has been put out on Max Payne. Deputy Chief Jim Bravura has promised to take whatever steps necessary to bring him to justice. What those steps may be remains to be seen. For CNN TV News, this is Kira Silver.
What the hell?
Rico Muerte will never not be funny. This man was taking a shower, and that is incredibly impressive, considering this bathroom does not have a shower in it.
Man, puts in work. What was he showering in? Or is that an open question?
You don't want to know.
Fair enough. What wasn't he showering in?
Well, here's a big old poster for Soldier of Fortune 2. That's hilariously out of place. Was not expecting that. Also, like, Soldier, like, who put out Soldier of Fortune? Like, why would there be a Soldier of Fortune ad in Max Payne? Like, I don't think that was Rockstar.
Only it's not me talking to the pink floating girl, but someone who lives the part down from the finest
I don't think it was that gathering of developers, people.
Yeah, I don't remember who did Soldier of Fortune. I'll look that up. That was, developer, Raven Software, publisher Activision.
It's very weird that there's a Soldier of Fortune 2 poster in this game then.
Publisher for Soldier of Fortune 2. Fortuitous Games. At least for Xbox. I'm not sure if they stuck for Activision for PC.
That might be where the link is, because I think Gratuitous Games became... Or Gathering of Developers became Gratuitous Games or something. It was like an other label. Oh yeah, Make You Mad, you missed the discoveries earlier today, because I was lamenting the state of the Max Payne PC port to Grav, and learning about the publisher of the original PC version.
Oh.
That had a very roller coaster Wikipedia article talking about how they were advertising their quote unquote adult video games with booth babes dressed as schoolgirls. And then one of their co-founders died of an asthma attack.
Okay.
And then they published a bunch of things, including PC Max Payne, Mafia, like that first Mafia game.
What the hell are you standing around here for? Get bombing on. What are you
Oni.
doing? You're doing nothing. What are you doing? This is war.
Bungie's fake Ghost in the Shell. And then their last game before they stopped existing and got acquired by Take-Two was the Guy game.
Did not miss, however, when I found that article about the synthetic pot vapes. Holy shit.
I did see that first thing this morning.
What a world. All 50 states, the packaging reads. It was called YOLO, by the way, TFP.
I saw that.
Oh, you did see it, okay.
Jesus. Okay. We're gonna skip this, because... Holy cow. And then we're gonna quick save. Because I died very quickly.
A crumpled letter lay on Gagniti's desk. The letter was addressed to Don Punchinello, but Vinny had never had the nerve to finish it.
Jack's gone voodoo. Just the other night, he shot Dino because he wanted to see what his brains looked like splattered on the wall. He's a freaking mad dog. We're running out of men and business fast.
Gagniti had been living in mortal fear of his boss. Jack Lupino was a psycho. Vinny Gagniti was running scared. He could run, but with a bullet in his stomach like a broken bottle of Tabasco, he was quickly running out of time. He knew where his boss was, and I wanted to square things up with Jack Lupino. Gagniti would be moving fast. I don't know about angels, but it's fear that gives men wings.
I thought Red Bull gave men wings. Ba-dum-bum. Jokes.
Red Bull gives you esports. And that weird Flugtag thing.
And race cars. This I remember.
I thought it was fake energy drinks that gave us race cars. What was it called again?
I know what you're talking about, and I forget the name.
My cousin has recently started becoming a fan of an energy drink that is just called Bang. Apparently it's okay. I don't think I want to try it.
I totally wish I could remember the name of the fake energy drink that sponsored Renault, I think. Or no, it was Haas. What am I missing here? Besides a lot of things, I think.
And a lot of people are apparently playing Fortnite. I know that's always the case, but man, Twitch's front page is just nothing but Fortnite.
Is this a jump I can make? Nope. I'm so confused.
Are you lost?
A little bit.
Damn it.
This is not where I was supposed to go. Are you really that surprised about me
I'm
getting
not.
lost, though?
It's just, you know, it happens
You
every time.
That is untrue.
Every time.
That's moderate exaggeration.
I feel like it's not.
You know what game I did not get lost in?
Huh.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I was pretty proud of that fact. Also, like the rest of the Assassin's Creeds, I did not get lost in. There's stuff this way? No. Maybe? No, definitely not. That's just a window. So, like, I'm very clearly supposed to go here. It's just, like... I don't know where to go from here. Because I think if I... Nope. Can't finagle the camera enough good there. Because that's clearly not a full building. It's like the walls are just all here. Unless I am supposed to, like, make this jump onto... Nope. This is the top of the map. I can confirm.
I think you might. Maybe you're supposed to jump on the train?
It goes by so fast.
You have slow-mo.
Nope, because there's an invisible wall there.
Alright.
To the game FAQs. Max Payne.
The answer to what I know is not Max Payne, apparently. I saw a Let's Play of this a long time ago, but I don't remember how exactly this level goes.
New York. Press that. Right, we're here. Fear of different ways. Clap, shoot the window. Oh, Grav is in fact right, actually, amazingly. That's rude. I should not say amazingly.
Aha.
But the answer is basically wait for a train and then jump to it, and then a cutscene will happen.
Yeah, I've been hearing about how bad the subways are these days, so I guess you just have to jump on them.
Yeah. This chapter is called Police Brutality.
Seems a bit late for that.
This was my second train ride of the
Oh,
night.
but
The way it started didn't promise anything better than the last one. Freezing wind tearing at my face like sandpaper and razors. Ice hard and slick under my hands and feet. And somewhere in the background, the wail of sirens. The city howling after me. New York sped by in fast forward. Dark rooftop water
Hey,
towers
you did
and
it.
a dead forest of antennas
Yeah.
and chimneys, all a blur. When the train he was riding slowed down,
I don't think that was a very safe way to jump on a train, if there is one, but it worked.
Yeah. Also jumped off it in a really cool... Oh no, that was him. Never mind. That guy jumped off the train in a really cool way. And I did the exact same twirl. Alright. Max Payne. This, I think, is the level that I remember, because there's like a crane somewhere. And you like mess up the crane real good.
It's Payne! He's coming down the stairs! Shoot the bastard!
This is a full construction site. We're getting straight up dead to rights here.
I think this is the chapter where we go full dead to rights. Gotta face off against Longshoreman X.
Yeah. It's that time Max Payne became a good game.
God. I'm just thinking about dead to rights. I have all of those games. That could be a stream.
It could.
We streamed Dead to
It
Rights
could
at some
be.
point.
I think I streamed the beginning. I haven't I just mean like stream all of Dead to Rights. 'Cause I have.
Wow. Yeah, that's
I have.
serious.
I have all 3 Dead to Rights games.
That one went places.
Boy, did it. Oops. Dodging the mic. Yeah, okay. Now this is some Max Payne that I remember.
What the hell?
Starting the opioid epidemic strong with Max Payne.
Nope. Is that a jump I can make? Oh no, right, because I need to do this thing. I think. Go down. Oh, yep, there it is. I'm remembering this level, sort of. Ow! Don't shoot me. So rude. That's not a great gun ad. I don't know about advertising a gun with it's America's Avenger for the payback time.
Good. Not messing around.
That seems like a GTA gun ad.
Seems, you know, more or less where we're at as a society, yeah.
Yeah. Man, remember when GTA was like a fictional thing?
No.
Boom.
It's always been the realist. Also, random aside that I learned while looking at the thing for Manhunt. Did you realize that Manhunt and GTA are all in the same universe? Along with Bully?
Vaguely. Yeah. Well, I think the bully thing is a more tenuous connection, but yeah.
Because Bully is essentially established as in the same universe as GTA, and then GTA is established to be in the same universe as Manhunt. So it's all part of the shared Rockstar universe.
So where does State of Emergency fit into this?
I was about to make that joke.
I know nothing about State of Emergency.
State of Emergency is not great.
That's unfortunate.
Is what you need to know about State of Emergency.
Max Payne has nowhere left to go. We are very close to capturing him. You'll get a full statement then. Right now, I've got better things to do, ma'am.
That was Deputy Chief Jim Rivera from the NYPD with no further comment at this time.
Apart from his suspicious food habits, I figured Bravura to be one of the
Suspicious food habits.
Fate had just dropped us on different sides in this.
You know it.
But when it came to capturing me, he was way out of his league. I had already ditched the cops a couple of rooftops back. For now.
Painkillers. Which is good, because I was out of painkillers. Which is doubly impressive, because at the time I had like 8 and was just popping them so I could pick them up. Turns out, Max Payne doesn't mess around. I feel like that. Shit. I guess it was a good thing that I quick saved.
This makes me want to try and play my copy of Max Payne on PC, see if I can get that working.
Good luck!
Yeah, I know. I'll become one of those nuts who assembles like different PCs for different eras. Like, here's my Windows 98 PC. Here's my XP PC.
Gagnidi ran out of steam in it.
If I had infinite space and money, I would totally do that.
I like, you know, I respect the people who are those kind of people.
Bad start, Vinny.
Police brutality!
I rate pretty high on that.
You can't just hurt me in cold blood.
Just keep telling yourself that.
Man, James McCaffrey is
Listen
really good.
Candy man. I'm not gonna be anybody's fall guy. I want to know where your boss is hiding. There was no glory in this. I hadn't asked for this crap. Trouble had come.
Max Payne never asked for this.
The good and the just were like gold dust in the city. I had no illusions. I was not one of them. I was no hero. Just me and the gun and the crook. My options had decreased to a singular course.
I'll tell you, just don't hurt me no more. Lupino's at Ragnarok, the nightclub.
Oh, you mean this guy's at the nightclub called Ragnarok, selling Valkyr?
You're right to be lit at your funeral. Ragnarok was Lupino's private nightclub, a den of drugs built into an old theater. I knew what waited
From the
inside.
Aesir Corporation.
Explode in random acts of senseless violence.
Look, man, again, your main character is named Max Payne.
Pillars the side of hell.
There's no room for subtlety.
Ragnarok was as inviting as a headache, flickering and flashing to a machine gun beat. The belly of the nightclub was a gothic theme park that began with bondage games and led to the nasty stuff from there.
Began with bondage games and led to the nasty stuff from there.
As subtle with its
is a
dark
good
message as a
line.
cop-killer bullet through the heart. Like father, like son. Just like Jack Lupino.
That said, man, turning an old theater into a nightclub is a really good idea.
Yeah.
They should turn it into a police station.
God damn it. No. That's how, do you want emblem puzzles? That's how you get emblem puzzles.
I like this movie poster for, and I quote, freaking zombie demons from outer space. Do I remember where to go? The answer is no. Do I still have the game FAQs up? Yes. Oh, there we go. I was missing the giant lever that said security.
The book had never been a bestseller. Given the setting, I was surprised to find that somebody had been passing time reading. The paperback was entitled The Age of Murder and Storm.
The Age of Murder and Storm.
Norse mythos and Ragnarok.
Norse
The end of the
mythos
Viking
and
world with the terrible
Ragnarok.
winter that covered the earth and ice. When vile
With a
crimes
terrible
were
winter.
all humanity lost. I could see how somebody impressionable might get it into their head that we were at the end of time. I was also beginning to see what the nightclub and its owner were all about.
I think this game might be a little on the nose. Make me mad. Whoa. Okay. Uncool.
The book had never been a bestseller.
Man's aim with a Molotov was impeccable. Whoops. I'll just dodge over here. You know, to be honest, shoot dodge is a really fun word.
It is.
Books on the occult had been piled on the table.
Yeah, look at this corner of the room with the Ouija board.
Such as Necronomicon,
With the what?
And Paradise Lost.
Sorry?
The Ouija board.
Pronounce that again.
The Ouija board? The Ouija board.
Close enough.
How am I saying it wrong?
Don't worry about it.
I honestly don't know how those are pronounced.
Taking it seriously. He had been spending a lot of time getting intimate with the
I don't know if it was supposed to be like a Ouija board, like the Luigi thing, or if it's supposed to be like an Ouija. Nah. Anyway, it's spelled funny.
I don't remember if this is a joke or not, but the Parker Brothers person who invented it supposedly asked the board what its name was, and that's where the name came from.
And then it summoned a ghost.
Ow! Shit. It's a really good camera angle. Like little fluttering pieces of money. That's adorable. Anything over here besides just money and ammo for guns that I have not used in a while? The answer is no.
Phone. Hold on.
Also, these, like, the rock canisters. Note that that's The Rock the movie, not The Rock the man.
Okay, the phones are over.
Where am I going? I would have figured there would have been something this way, but apparently not. Ugh. Okay, this is where I came in. Oh, wait. Are things over here? No. so confused. I can open and close the briefcase full of money, though. That's cool. These barrels make you have a terrible party by ruining all your liquor. Oh, wait, I'm an idiot. I know that's not surprising, but... Aha! Oh, that guy died dramatically. Skinny platforms. I think this was the area that I jumped off the world in, and I had the God mode cheat on and just started walking around New York. It was kind of impressive how much is... both how much is modeled and how much is not modeled. Like, they make some really clever... shit. They make some really clever shit that make me mad. Shit. Shit. I really hope this is not... I mean, I assume this is the way to go. Oh wait, I think I see what it wants me to do actually. Let's do that. And go up. And then go over. And then just do this, which is so much easier. Look at that. Big clever. I'm really glad it saved, like, right there. That man died in a very goofy manner. Pardon me. Take that, thank you. Choosers of the Slain is a good dumb band name.
It's pretty alright. And also continuing to be super on the nose.
Oops. You telling me that Choosers of the Slain playing at Ragnarok
While you're investigating the drug
while you're
Valkyr that may or may not
and
be
the
connected to the Aesir Corporation after your mysterious warnings from Alfred Woden. I think there might be something to it, is all I'm saying. Do you think the Choosers of the Slain ever did a show with the old gods of Asgard?
I mean, probably. I would be surprised if they didn't. Climbing stairs. Oh boy. Yeah. Good jumps.
The backstage area led to Lupino's inner sanctum. The hot air inside was like an invisible wall, thick with incense and something else, a sickly sweet smell that made you gag. This was the rotten core of the Big Apple. Lupino lurked somewhere ahead, like a spider at the center of his web, waiting.
Oh man, I vaguely remember this.
Torn pieces of a letter lay scattered on the sofa. Punchinello had threatened Lupino in writing. The note had been torn to pieces, bloody fingerprints all over them.
Don't want you to think that one of my boys is not playing with a full deck. Shape up, Jack. We are running a business here. I'd hate to send the trio to strong-arm you.
The trio were the Don's notorious henchmen. It was obvious that Lupino hadn't been intimidated by the threat. Lupino's notes covered the table. Jack Lupino was crazy, all right. The table was scattered with notes of demented arcane nonsense written in rusty blood. A mishmash list of demons, devils, and dark gods evoked.
Beelzebub! Asmodeus!
I feel like that's an awkward mixture of people.
Blood given to you all.
He was after that old Faustian deal. Your soul for power and fortune. Just sign in the dotted line with your blood. Lupino's notebook lay on the pedestal.
Now we look at the fun pedestal.
Jack Lupino was crazy, all right.
Mythic wolves, let loose to devour the sun and the moon. Lupino is the wolf. I'm Mr. Beast.
Never make deals with devils.
Fenris wolf.
It's a bad move.
There's a game about that, I think.
We lost someone in our D&D game yesterday because they made a deal with the devil.
But who was I to talk?
Oh man, Y2K reference.
Empire of evil, out to right a grave.
Oh god, when did Max Payne come out?
Everything was subjective.
01.
Okay. Apocalypses. Nothing is a cliche when it's happening to you.
Because he's making a joke about how after Y2K the end of the world was a bit cliche.
The flesh of fallen angels, come to me.
I don't know. They tried it in 2012.
We're gonna keep trying until this world ends, goddammit.
We have the nukes. We can do it whenever we want.
Oh right, you fight this guy and he's all crazy and screaming about Loki and stuff. Because I don't know if you could tell, as we're at Ragnarok.
Fighting Lupino. Yeah, no, it's all pretty straightforward. There's really no deciphering this one.
I will rise to her side. I don't need the words.
Puzzle this is not.
Oh, I shot that man into the creepy blood pool. I really hope this is just like shoot a bunch of dudes, because if it's not and there's like a puzzle I'm supposed to be solving, I've completely ignored it. Oh wait.
What the?
There we go.
I had known there'd have to be a
Oh,
catch
look at that guy.
This one was the Empire State Building of catches. Lupino was pumped up and dying to go 15 rounds with a mutant alligator. And then he started this spooky monkey talk, straight from a bad dream. Mine.
I have tasted the flesh of fallen angels.
That man with his dumb face tattoo.
Face tattoos are intimidating.
Green blood, it runs in my veins. I've seen beyond a world of skin, the architecture of blood and bow and arrow. Death is coming!
She is coming, and hell follows with her. This is the twilight winter.
I am ready to be her son. Her time is now, and all who stand in her way must die! Die!
Uh-oh,
You'll
my
die!
engine doesn't
You'll
it's spotty right now.
now! All
Oh, Jesus. Wow. Oh, you kidding me. Video game.
My World of Warcraft cut out for like 30 seconds, then there were enemies attacking me everywhere.
Nice.
I'm just gonna log off, I think. Also, if I turn into a robot here, don't be surprised.
It's now! I will rise to her side! I don't need the words! I'm beyond the words!
Alright, let's try that again. In a second. I gotta make my way through all of these dudes. Again. There we go, that's better. We're just gonna skip all this. We're gonna quick save. Ow. I suppose this is where we ride. That guy's having a big ride on all of his drugs. Ow, stop shooting me. There we go. Eat it, face tattoo man.
When Rapino finally went down, I wanted to make real sure he'd stay that way. V was a bad monster. Turned them into friggin' zombie demons from outer space.
Hey, that was the movie poster.
I think he's dead already.
Huh? And
Movie
what's
was
gonna
Face
happen?
Tattoo Man?
But dead or not, you've got the wrong
Oh no,
guy.
freaking zombie demons from outer
That
space.
pal holding a gun to my face.
Face.
I returned the favor.
Oh, they gotta come from somewhere.
Yeah. Also, hey, now we're in part 2.
Lisa Punchinello was the Don's wife.
Mona Sachs, Lisa's evil twin.
Your safety's off, evil twin. You might hurt someone with that gun of yours.
Lisa's the damsel in distress. I'm the professional. I'd blow you away without batting an eye.
Sure, and you can check out my credentials splattered all over this joint.
Oh, Max Payne.
Jack couldn't have framed you.
Oh,
Not
this
the
game
state
is
he was
great.
in. We're after the same slime bag. Angelo Punchinello's the one who murdered your friend and framed you with it.
You know this for a fact.
I've got my sources.
I don't have a clue these days. I just shoot them as they come. Who put a contract on the Archfiend?
This one's mine. I hate the guts of that sadistic wife beater. Why not pool our bullets for this one?
I thought you'd never ask. My finger was starting to twitch.
Oh, happy Sam Lake. The other lady's like, let's get drunk.
I'm easy, as long as you don't try to slip me a Mickey.
You're a real angel, Max.
It was good stuff. Tasted sweet as honey going down.
Nothing personal. Can't risk you going berserk and getting Lisa killed.
Oh no! Remember when he just said, "Don't try and slip me a Mickey"?
Darkness, old and ugly. The killer's mad laughter was a riddle.
And then you know what she did?
She did that thing he asked not to do.
Yeah.
Somewhere, the baby was crying.
Also, here's this nightmare sequence, which we'll probably do and then call it a stream.
Oh, okay.
We've been going for over 2 hours,
We have.
actually.
Good video.
Honestly, I
Which
kind
is
of thought the boss
impressive.
fight was going to be the end of the stream, but nightmare sequence it is.
Figure we'll do this nightmare sequence because I think this is where I stopped. So this entire first stream is where I am familiar with this game, and then
You know, fair enough.
we're in uncharted territory.
No, we just got out of that.
Ah, you're right. Oh no, people be screaming. I don't remember if there's like a right way through this or not. I assume there has to be, but I just remember that at some point, like, you get to a really skinny ground area. That's kind of irritating.
Should have known it when we found you snoring next to Lupino's corpse. A comedian, huh?
The pictures were filled with good old times.
Ah! Also, I feel like, oh, here we go. Here's the skinny path. I should have saved the video game when I got to the house section.
No, please, Max.
I mean, I appreciate what they were going for here.
Yeah.
But, man. There's a reason I stopped playing here.
I really like, I mean, I feel like a lot of these sections get kind of overdone nowadays, and I blame, Batman for it. But,
It's funny because I honestly don't think Batman's was even that well done.
yeah, but then everyone was like, oh, we gotta
But that's
do
what I
this
mean, is
now,
like they were
though.
copying one that wasn't even that good. Like, it had good parts, but overall I thought it was just kind of a slog.
I mean, I will say, in the grand scheme of Arkham Asylum things, like, that Scarecrow section is probably one of the better sections, but also...
Weirdly enough, I still think my
I don't
favorite
know.
part of that game is the Killer Croc stuff.
I like the first half of the Killer Croc stuff.
Yeah, it does go on too long.
I think you go through it one way, and it's like, that's really cool, and then they make you do it backwards, and it's like, oh, why'd you do this?
Are you lost?
No.
Seems like you're going in circles in this maze.
It kind of does.
Put on the song. Just pop in some earbuds and turn on your Walkman. You'll be through this in no time.
I'm just gonna do the old secret of, like, what if I just hug one wall?
How'd you get through this so quickly the last time and then now you're stuck?
I don't know. There we go. See, we're through. This is a different place. What? Make me mad, what happened?
What do you mean?
How'd I get to a different place? Whoa! I found the way to do this. That makes the camera go nuts.
No, please, Max. Why? I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
I wonder if I went back to the start somehow. That's entirely possible. There we go.
Should've known it when we found you snoring next to Lupino's corpse. A comedian, huh?
Let's quick save again. Trigger that. Quick save again. Because we can. Quick save a third time.
Watch cartoons. Captain Baseball backwards.
Whoa. This seems difficult to navigate. You're right. Alright, I think you have to jump to someplace also, which makes this even worse. Shit.
Watch cartoons. Captain Baseball backwards.
Shit.
Oh, right, this
I'm
part.
Captain Baseball backwards.
so good at Max Payne. Why do you jump like a spaceman, Max Payne?
Max Payne in space.
Don't give Rockstar any ideas for Max Payne 4.
Yes, please.
Oh, what were they thinking with this dumb walk on the line section, though?
I don't have
It's
an answer
real
for you.
bad.
Yeah, this is kind of like, I guess it's not the 90s anymore, but that's definitely like a 90s first-person shooter type thing. Doom 2 definitely had some of that in it. What if platforming in first-person shooter? Only bad.
Ah,
like,
come on.
platforming is one thing. This is like a tiny, tiny path. The stupid line you
This
have to
is-
walk is absurdly thin.
This is like a dumb carnival game. Like the thing with the wire and the hoop.
Oh, right.
You know what I'm talking about? It's like that, but in the middle of your gritty crime video game. Oh no. Also, I feel like, whoa, the camera in this manner kind of looks like he's doing like that weird Zelda walk, like Link Between Worlds development screenshots where they show that like the Link model is like tilted at 45 degrees to make it look right for the sprite. Not that way.
Yeah, I know they sometimes do, like, it's the right way to put it, but, like, they have to do things with the camera and models to make it look good when they're making 3D versions of what was originally 2D stuff. I think StarCraft 2 had that issue as well. I don't know if Link's Awakening does anything wacky with its camera, aside from the tilt shift stuff, but...
Don't want to fall. Ah, ending. I hope. Just gonna quick save anyway. There we go.
No, please, God, no.
Like how I'm like, there we go. We found the room where my child was murdered in.
Yay!
Great success.
Shoot them full of holes, blow them to bits, vaporize them, disintegrate them. No matter what you do, they'll still be back good as new.
Michelle's diary lay on the table. Michelle was working part-time in the district attorney's office. Her diary was open on today's entry. Her handwriting all pretty curves.
An army dossier found its way to my desk yesterday. Valhalla?
Valhalla, isn't that a Norse myth?
I tried to tell Max about it, but he was busy. That cute frown on his brow.
Or Smith/nightclub.
Just a mix-up at the courier service.
From now on, I would always find time for her. It was a hollow promise. Too little, too late.
I think this game likes its Norse mythology.
No, please act. Why? I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
killed her! Nothing like that ever happens in the real world.
Okay.
I woke up in a bad dream. My head felt 2 sizes too small for my brain.
Max Payne, I enter your name.
Guy's like, your name's too cool, I gotta kill you.
I'm Frankie the Bat Niagara.
Although my name is Frankie the Bat Niagara.
Baseball bat and I was tied to a chair. Pissing him off was the smart thing to do.
Ow.
Nothing wrong with a little laugh now and then. Take me, for example. I love to watch cartoons. Cartoon violence is a fascinating thing. Let's take a break. I need to take a leak and maybe grab a cold one at the bar. Don't worry. I'll be back to finish this off. And then, it's checkout time.
You play, you pay, bastard. He swaggered out, and the door clanged shut behind him, locks clicking into place. Everyone makes mistakes. Mine hadn't been to crack jokes about the goon with the bat. He'd have cracked my skull regardless. It hadn't even been to trust a girl with a gun. I had blindly gone after the first bad guy on my hit list when I should have been aiming further up the ladder, at the head of the Punchinello family. I couldn't bring myself to be pissed at Mona. Guess I had a soft spot for a pretty face.
That lady drugged me, but she's pretty, so it's okay.
But when somebody decides to play baseball with your head, you tend to get sore. They had dragged me back to the basement of Lupino's hotel. I was beaten, bruised, and blue. I felt like the chair I had broken to get free.
Hey, we're back here where we found the original
All
baseball
I had
bat
was
cartoon.
Niagara's bat, sticky with my own blood.
And I have a baseball bat, and that's about it. And we will pick up from here next time.
All right.
Without a gun, I'd be
You
no
can see
match
the
for
parts of
Frankie's
Max
men.
Payne I have yet to
I'd
see.
have to play hide and seek with him.
Same. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Oh wait, I found painkillers. Okay. Gonna hit this.